Hello everyone, I'm Kathryn Southland and welcome to Book Dissect, where I take the best and worst of books to help you be a better writer. Today I am reviewing Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus by John Gray. Oh guys, I did not like this book like even a little bit. Oh my goodness. I had such high hopes for this book because it was a psychology book, and the book that I read last month, The Interpersonal Behaviors of People, I forget the title, but it was such a good read, and I picked this book mainly because it was in the realm of psychology, but also it was such a well-known book. I thought surely it was gonna be good, but I really didn't like it, and I don't like that I didn't like it because I always think that there's always something positive that you can take away from something, and I don't know. This is a book that I don't think it aged well. You know, there are some books that are written during a certain time period when things were different, but this, it was just like everything about it just was, it was annoying to me. So yeah, let's just, there is not going to be a compliment sandwich because I really just did not enjoy the book, and I don't like that I'm going to like complain and offer like The number one thing that just annoyed the crap out of me throughout the book was the dumbing down of the science. I feel like in the 70s, psychology really didn't have too much respect and most people didn't know about it. And so maybe that's why there was so much dumbing down and making like men were from this planet and women are from this planet, and like I felt insulted by my intelligence because like I'm not a psychologist, but I feel like I understand the basic concepts of how psychology works, and that might be a difference of just the modern times, but I did not enjoy that about the book. It was just that of course is just my opinion. If you've read the book, I'd love to know what you thought, but that was something that was just really bothersome to me. And then the second biggest problem that I had with this book is that I felt that the information wasn't that helpful. I understand that this is supposed to be directed towards people who are in relationships and are having problems. I'm married, and we've had problems in the past, and some of the problems that we've had were specifically talked about in this book. And the way that Prince Charming and I resolved these problems were so much more simple than the steps that he gave in this book. In fact, the steps that he gave I thought were just really stupid. I feel like if you're a heterosexual couple and you're a woman who is with a man, you cannot talk to a man like he is a woman and expect him to act like a woman because he is a man. Likewise, if you're a man who is with a woman, you cannot talk to her like she is a man and expect her to act and behave like a man because she is a woman. And this whole book was just blah, 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 blah for that point. The little pieces of advice that I got weren't that helpful, particularly there's a stereotypical when men get lost, they don't ask for directions. This is a situation that has happened with my husband because my husband enjoys going around and just driving until he gets lost. And that is something I don't like. For the longest time, I never said anything to Prince Charming about this. I just sort of like gritted my teeth. I was like, I hate this. But then it came to a head because you can't suppress feelings forever. And here's the great thing about relationship, guys. If you're with somebody who likes you, more likely than not, they want to make you happy, and they're not going to feel good about themselves if they find out that they've been doing something that has been distressing or causes you anxiety. If they don't care, like, get rid of them. That's not a good person. And ultimately, what saved this whole situation of us randomly driving around is that I told Prince Charming my feelings about it, which he didn't know. Like, he didn't know that us driving around made me feel anxious and disoriented, and he didn't like that he was causing that, but at the same time, I knew that this was something that he enjoyed, and so we had a conversation about it. We talked our feelings out, and then we came to a compromise. Whenever Prince Charming wanted to go on these drives, he would sort of give me time, saying, hey, I want to go on a drive in a couple hours. And so I could mentally prepare myself. And he also respects me, that there is sort of like a cutoff point that okay, I'm done being lost, I want to go home, and he respects that. I feel like that's the whole point of the book, is if you have a problem with somebody, go talk to the person that you have a problem with. Like, you don't need to make all these like extra hoops and jumps, like instead of saying this, say this. No, just say your feelings, but also be respectful to the person that you're talking to. I don't know, this book was very irritating to me. I didn't enjoy it. I'm very thankful that I read this book though, because at least for me, it showed me that when it comes to self-help books, the ones that I respond best to are the ones that give information, show an example, but also allow me the leeway to draw my own conclusions. And that's another thing that this book really didn't do. It just was said like, here's a problem, this is how you should deal with it. Go out into the world. And it was like, there was nothing to really take away in terms of like making yourself think and challenging your perspective and point of view, in my opinion. I didn't like the book. That's basically the whole point of this video. I'm very sad about that. I don't like leaving negative reviews about things because I'm sure that this John Gray is a very, very wonderful person, and he's doing so much better than me because, you know, he's a doctor and he's written a book, and I'm not a doctor and I haven't written a book, so yeah. Yeah, that's what I have for you guys today. Give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment about your views on this book if you read it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Tootsies, may applezines. Well, I really hate not having liked this book. I think that it is the most useful book that I've read thus far, just because there was so much that I didn't like about it, and instead of just sitting here and being like, I don't like the book, I really had to sit back and figure out why I didn't like the book. And so I have all these different things now that I can apply to my own writing, and hopefully that will make it better. So here's to finding more books I don't like, but also like I want to like the books that I read, because I feel bad when I say crap about people. Like, oh, like I'm so sorry. I really am. I don't like it. Ugh.